Good evening. I'd like to call to order today's Little Rock City Board of Directors meeting on June 1st. We would like to welcome those that are in attendance as well as those watching at home and streaming online. Also, we'll take time to recognize the director. Peter is also be at teleconference. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Director Hendricks. Director Richardson. Director Webb here. Director Panic here. Director Wright. Director Lowry. Director Harris. Director Phillips.
Here.
Director Icon. Present. Vice Mayor Hurns.
Present.
Scott.
Great. We'll now ask our city attorney to give our information and that is Sarah get the director.
Please join me. Yesterday, we recognized ultimate sacrifices in the war. People who met all of duty to protect us, give us a chance to keep it tonight. Give us the opportunity to breathe, to just or hopefully reminded us yesterday that it is not doing this. Yet, so much we do use this fighting suggestions. We're really going to take them down. We're going to do this, to do that. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. The more powerful than they are. This than they are. Nitty-gritty is really fairly compelling. I see perfect. Each stand, its creation, finds its way into the shell of land. It finds itself through an instrument of eternal meaning. Like standing their food, nobody likes standing their hair, stand here, everybody wants to go to the beach, and that's going to be expensive, but that's the way it is. But we really want to take the lesson in the plan. Even when something totally foreign comes to us, we have an opportunity to make it something beautiful and lasting.
And y'all please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Hello. Hi, Karen. Okay.
Thank you. Madam Clerk,
How do we check our audio?
would have a request. Frankly, don't act on. Please, transition item number 4, the lieutenant can do a separate item. Please proceed.
A resolution authorizing the city manager
Here, you drafts.
an amount not to exceed for the Chico Road Bridge project for the purpose Money will free to have a sales tax with the building tax and all occasion tax. A resolution authorizing the city manager to contract with Boothville Bank Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $1,000 for Argonne Project number 06176 through next.
Talking about
Check the second dollars. And for the purposes of funding.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute a special warranty deed conveying real property to Blue Well Development for property owned by the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, located at 11,921 Canis Road, and for the purposes, a resolution to make appointment to the Central Arkansas Water Board of Commissioners, and for the purposes. That concludes the consent agenda.
Move for the adoption of the consent agenda.
There's a motion second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Madam Clerk, if you would now read items 6 through, well, we don't have any citizens' communication. If you would, please read items 6 through 9.
An ordinance to
I'm
grant.
sorry, Madam Clerk. Vice Mayor, Director Wyrick.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to, I know the clerk read Resolution 1, but it's all about a road improvement on Chico Road. And this was part of our promises from the 2011 sales tax. And I just wanted to highlight that as being an area that was from the 2011 sales tax, and we're going to complete it, and it is in Ward 7. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Madam Clerk, if you would, please read items 6 through 9.
An ordinance to grant a franchise to 1424 on Main LLC for the use of the right-of-way located at 1424 South Main Street, Suites 103 and 104 for an outdoor dining area, and for the purposes, an ordinance to declare it impractical and unfeasible bid, to authorize the city manager to issue a sole source purchase order to Hillbit Sales Corp. Arkansas for the total amount of $108,150 for snow plows and equipment for the Public Works Department, Street Operations Division, and for the purposes, an ordinance to amend the land use plan in the 65th East District, northwest of the Interstate 30 frontage road and Scott Hamilton Drive, from industrial to commercial, and for the purposes, an ordinance to reclassify property located in the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, amending the official zoning map of the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, and for the purposes, first reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place on second reading.
There's a motion second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it, second reading.
An ordinance to grant a franchise to 1424 on Main LLC for the use of the right-of-way located at 1424 South Main Street, Suites 103 and 104 for an outdoor dining area. An ordinance to declare it impractical and unfeasible to bid, to authorize the city manager to issue a sole source purchase order to Hillbit Sales Corp. Arkansas for the total amount of $108,150 for snow plows and equipment for the Public Works Department, Street Operations Division. An ordinance to amend the land use plan in the 65th East District, northwest of the Interstate 30 frontage road and Scott Hamilton Drive, from industrial to commercial. An ordinance to reclassify property located in the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, second reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place on third and final reading.
There's a motion second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it, third reading.
An ordinance to grant a franchise to 1424 on Main LLC for the use of the right-of-way located at 1424 South Main Street, Suites 103 and 104 for an outdoor dining area. An ordinance to declare it impractical and unfeasible to bid, to authorize the city manager to issue a sole source purchase order to Hillbit Sales Corp. Arkansas for the total amount of $108,150 for snow plows and equipment for the Public Works Department, Street Operations Division. An ordinance to amend the land use plan in the 65th East District, northwest of the Interstate 30 frontage road and Scott Hamilton Drive, from industrial to commercial. An ordinance to reclassify property located in the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, third and final reading.
Now that we have three readings, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. Madam Clerk, if you could please read item 10 for the first time. Item number 4 for the first time. Thank you.
A resolution to create the Third Street Entertainment District for approximately 13 consecutive weeks, starting on May 20th, 2021, and ending on August 19th, 2021, and for the purposes.
Director Adcock.
Yes. Mayor, school is out, and that always increases our traffic and our problems in the River Market area. I know that right now that the police are doing a great job down there, keeping everything under control, but I have a real problem that we're adding another entertainment district. We have 14 officers now assigned to the River Market area, and I hate to see us take and dilute what we're doing at the River Market by expanding the entertainment area at this time. So that's why I asked for this to be held separate. We've received lots of letters today from people who live down there talking about the canvassing, caravanning that's going on down there now, and the crime and all the noise. And I think that maybe we need to wait on something like this until our crime is down and until we are not having the problems that we have at this time.
Director Vice Mayor Hines?
One other concern. So who is the petitioners on this, I guess, from staff? Was it the local restaurants down there, Copper Grill, Dugan's?
Mr. Moore, if you'll give the staff update.
Sure. Mayor, members of the board, I believe we were approached, I believe first by the owner of Dugan's and then in concert with Gabe with the Downtown Partnership. And the one thing to keep in mind, that there's already an entertainment district just one block away on River Market Avenue. And so this is as all of them are, sort of temporary, but that's who we were approached by.
Okay. And so this would allow them to have more outdoor dining in the, outside their premise of their restaurants?
Correct.
Correct. Here's the other question that I've gotten from a few folks that live down in the towers. Have we consulted with RDOT, because they have closed tremendous sections of sidewalk and stuff with all of the 30 crossing widening, to consult with them if we're going to have any conflicts?
We did, you know, Jamie Collins and John Honeywell and their staffs. I mean, they know whether the roads are closed, currently closed, and will be closed. And again, just like all of them, they're temporary. It's a 90-day permit. And when we first started the conversation, we were sort of unsure of where we were in the pandemic and COVID and all. And so that's why this came forward.
And Mayor, one other question, again, I know it's within your purview. The issue with all of the scooters that are on the sidewalks down there, maybe that's something we ought to address if we're going to have restaurants taking up more sidewalk space. Seems like maybe the scooters need to be moved to some other place convenient to the area, but maybe not cluttering up the sidewalk. I noticed when I was driving down there yesterday, it seemed to be, we were at some friend's place in River Market Tower Saturday night, and seemed an inordinate amount of scooters on the sidewalk there. So if we're going to have some folks, maybe we could take a look at that under your purview as well.
Yes, sir. Director Computers?
Basically, I think that Joan is right. We're a little premature with everything else going on down there right now. And in a very paradoxical manner, having this opportunity may well cut down on a lot of the problems that are going on down there, because if people are outside and on the street, then it's harder to get around. But given the other things that went on this last weekend, I would make a motion to table this for a month and see how things are going.
Second.
There's a motion and second.
What, can I ask a point of order, a parliamentary inquiry? Parliamentarian?
What is the point of order?
Well, it's a parliamentary inquiry. Mr. Parliamentarian, is there an opportunity for those who want to speak against the motion, opportunity to do so?
Motion to table for a time certain.
But that's the question I would like to know.
Takes precedence over all other motions, yields to privileged motions. Must be seconded, is not debatable.
There's a motion second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay.
Nay.
Ayes have it. Madam Clerk, if you would, please read item number 10.
An ordinance to approve a plan zoning development, establish a planned commercial district titled Bark Avenue LLC PCD located at 7820 Cantrell Road, Little Rock, Arkansas, amending the official zoning map of the city of Little Rock, Arkansas, and for the purposes, first reading.
Move to suspend the rules and place on second reading.
Go to the second reading. Director Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Director Webb, if you would
Oh, yeah,
mind.
damn.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I guess I have a point of order, or I have a question, but I do have a motion that I'd like to make, but I don't want to make the motion if that will eliminate some of the discussion about the motion. So may I just ask a question as a point of order? I realize that was very unclear.
Well, you can't give a point of order for a question, but out of chairman's privilege, I'll give, ask a question.
Okay. This issue, the people opposing this development have a set of what they believe to be true. The people who are for it have sets of information that they believe to be true. And one of the concerns and things that we have not seen is like a traffic study that could be done by the city that would be an unbiased traffic study. And I was trying to talk to Mr. Moore, but we only had a second because I was going to move that we table this for 2 weeks to do a traffic study back to it. But if Mr. Moore thinks that we couldn't get it done in 2 weeks, I would hate to make a motion that's not debatable, and then it would be an incorrect motion.
Mr. Moore, based on his previous knowledge, how long would it take to get a traffic study? Is that 30 days would be sufficient?
Correct. And let me just say, why I say that is because at your agenda meetings is where this would be discussed, which is on the 8th. And to do a comprehensive traffic study it's going to take more time than that. So if we are going to defer it or table it, I would suggest at least 30 days.
We're still in the midst of reading. The chair has not called for a motion in a second. But with that being said,
You did.
Then I would like to move to table it for 30 days with the caveat that we will get a traffic study done during that
Well,
period of time.
to do it decent in order, let me first do let me do a motion second on the first reading.
We've already done that. I
We
have
did
a
do that.
motion and a second.
Did we call? I haven't called for the vote.
No,
Thank
I
you.
just have a motion and a second.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. Ayes have it. So now we've now had a first reading to move towards a second reading. Do I have a motion from Director Webb?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would move that we table this for 30 days to do a traffic study on item number 10.
Is there a second? There's a second from Director Wright. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay.
Nay.
Ayes have it.
Roll call vote.
Director Adcock is called for a roll call.
Director Phillips,
Present.
Director Adcock,
No.
Director Hendricks, Director Richardson, Director Webb,
Yes.
Director Peck,
Yes.
Director Wright, Director Wyrick,
Yes.
Director Compura,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hines,
Yes.
Director Phillips, would you like to change your vote?
Yes, I'll change my vote to a yes.
Okay. Seven to,
Members of the board, that concludes our agenda. Motion to adjourn.
I have my hand raised, Mayor.
Sorry. Director Phillips.
Obviously didn't get the chance to discuss this before the issue was tabled, but wanted the residents of Little Rock to know that I believe that as a quality of life thing, the entertainment district is something that we should have considered today. I do understand and respect the people who've emailed me that live downtown, but as a city and for my friends who live downtown, these things are part of living downtown. And I wanted to express that to the city of Little Rock. I did not support the decision to delay this vote because entertainment districts are a part of a vibrant and progressive city that I hope that we can become. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Director Phillips. There's a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Meeting adjourned.